Pacquiao wants $20 million guaranteed to fight Crawford, says Kant. If it's Crawford that Top Rank wants for Manny Pacquiao, then we'll fight Crawford, Kant said, but we want a guarantee of $20 million. The 38-year-old Pacquiao accepted a lower guarantee for his November 5th victory over Jesse Vargas, largely because, other than incomparable pay-per-view fight against Floyd Mayweather, Pacquiao's pay-per-view numbers have decreased in recent years. According to contracts filed with the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Pacquiao's guarantee for Vargas' fight was $4 million, though he presumably made much more from his share of pay-per-view revenue, ticket sales, and other revenue streams. Now, this is basically a good way to at least have Manny Pacquiao acknowledge the fact that he is interested in a Terrence Crawford fight, because those who are reacting to this report are in reaction to basically saying that, oh, this is a way for Manny Pacquiao to comp out, or a way that he doesn't want to make this fight happen. And I couldn't disagree anymore. And I may possibly come from a certain place of bias of being a Pacquiao fan of some sort, but I can at least see a level of bullshit with Manny, and I've been on the record numerous occasions of moments where he's put his foot in his mouth, or just flat out totally disagreeing with him or whatever Freddie Roach had said before. So I'm not totally blinded, but I think I'm well within the clear view of thinking the reasonableness of this fight taking place. Now, as you guys can see, I've given you a screenshot of Manny Pacquiao's earnings. Basically, I have it at a cutoff from the first time he breached $20 million. So his first fight passing that mark was against Miguel Cotto with $22 million, Joshua Clottey, $17 million guaranteed, Antonio Margarito, $15 million guaranteed, Shane Mosley, $20 million, Juan Manuel Marquez, looks like that's the third fight, $22 million, Timothy Bradley, $26 million, Juan Manuel Marquez for their fourth fight was $26 million, Brandon Rios was $18 million, Timothy Bradley, $20 million guaranteed. And I make this a highlighted point whenever I have to, explain to other people, why this fight is more than it's more than reasonable for Manny Pacquiao to ask for $20 million. Is this figure here? His fight with Chris Algieri, he was guaranteed $25 million. Okay. Now, considering the risk, the opponent, that is more than reasonable to ask for in a fight where it's presumed that he'll most likely lose. And I'm under that thought as well. I mean, it's a very dangerous fight for Manny Pacquiao, especially, it was a dangerous fight for him, I would think, even at his peak. But, and especially on a downtrending Pacquiao, even more so. So, and I think it should also be mentioned too, is that the fact that he's, has his call out is the $20 million. It's also to say that usually that's a way for most negotiations that's what their starting negotiated figure is, which means that this also has a chance to even come down. So, it's for anyone to actually think that this is a cop-out of any sort is, and I know that there's guys that try to, claim to really give a shit about these fighters' pockets like that, and they want to see fighters make money, and this really has been, the status now of American boxing debate is figures, statistics, and pay-per-view buys, and that's kind of what separates us from the other UK or Latino fan bases, is that, they care about the fights. It's not about the figures, the companies, or the television production team. All this is it's nonsense. I don't even like talking about numbers like this, but it's caused such a reaction that I had to make a quick takes on it. So, other than that, I think the final point I wanted to point out as to why, again, that's even more than acceptable for a $20 million plea is the fact that Pacquiao still remains the top pay-per-view star at this point. I mean, considering just how lackluster of a promotion Pacquiao Vargas had, he still was within the ballpark of what Canelo Khan was. And remember, no promotion at all. Top Rank build this themselves. You didn't see one single commercial on it. I mean, even Xfinity and those Comcast Fios, those little on-demand ads that they sometimes just put in between their, like while you're trying to watch a show or whatever. I mean, I didn't even see any of those, and still racked up, $250,000 or more than $250,000. So, I think it's time for guys to let it go and understand that this is a more than reasonable asking bid. Other than that, peace.